Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I wanted to do a little video on explaining why I think this new beast was designed. Netmarble did not listen to us at all, because the bird, we complained about RNG. You know, you had to keep getting Power Strike cards until they released Magelda. Then it didn't really need that much RNG, which was 3 months down the line. Very important, very important, very important. You know, you had to keep getting the perfect taunts on the floor 2, otherwise you would get wiped. Floor 3, you had to have insane RNG on the final 2 phases because you had to kill within 3 to 4 turns. And then the final one, if you got the revive passive, boom. And he also had the annoying one where he removed buffs. There was a passive on the bird that made them remove buffs until 3 months when I believe they dropped Magelda. That could be a little bit off, but around that time is when they fixed the bird and made it actually fair. And then you jump forward a few months to the deer, January. 6 months after the bird releases, we get one of the most annoying bosses in the game in terms of RNG base, even though we were already complaining about RNG. And then, you know, everybody's crying about it. We can barely beat floor 3 unless you waste 3 hours of your time. Oh, also speaking of the bird, they did also nerf it again, so that way we can keep replaying the same floor. Another huge nerf to the bird. They are designing this perfectly, business-wise. You want to know why? Consumer cries about it, cries about it, cries about it, cries about it. They give them a little bit of footing. They gave us Magelda. She was bad at the beginning. She was very bad. They took away the buff, the one where he removes buffs. W. They made it so you didn't reset all the way to floor 1 if you lose. Absolute W. So another little win. So, and then nobody summoned on Magelda because she wasn't top tier until Trainer Melly came, and then she was one of the best units in the game. She was already pretty good. We just didn't see it. I didn't see it. Some players saw it. I was stupid. My bad for saying not to summon. And then they dropped her relic. When the deer dropped, I believe, is when she got her relic, if I'm not mistaken. Could be a bit wrong in that. So now she's on almost every banner, every shit banner, so that way you summon on that shit banner, and then you have no gems for the good banners. Granted, the Anniversary Liz banner was pretty good, so it makes sense. I believe the new Freyr banner is actually pretty good as well. But the point is, they are doing it perfectly. Because you cry, they give you a little, footing if you know, chuck some money their way or get very lucky. And then the deer, floor 1 through 3, floor 1, super easy. Basically anyone can beat it. Floor 2, pretty annoying. Floor 3, holy shit, that shit is an absolute RNG fest. It deletes your cards, it deletes your ultimate gauge, it can remove your ultimate gauge because of the passives. It was just horrendous, and you just couldn't do enough damage until 3 months later they dropped Jormungandr, and then everybody went in on that banner. Everybody did. Everybody went for a Jormungandr. She was an absolute must summon, and then she was gone. She's only on bad banners. She is only on bad banners besides the Liz banner. They also nerfed it. They took away the revive. They took away the revive buff. It was already, you know, if you die, you didn't reset all the way to the bottom, so they didn't add that obviously again. So just, they are doing this to where you are on the fear of missing out. They are designing these perfectly. And now we're getting to the new 2 wolves. Right over here, if you guys aren't curious, or if you guys don't know, there's a new 2 wolves that I just haven't even beaten. The RNG is absolutely ridiculous. I don't even understand how to beat it yet. I'll just wait till it's on global. This character right here, I don't think is it. I think he's a very good unit to help you beat floor 1 through 3, but I don't think this is the nail in the coffin. There is a unit coming in 3 months. They will nerf the unit to the ground. He will be so goddamn easy. Like, you won't even have to sweat. In 2 to 3 months, we're getting another Ragnarok unit that is going to destroy this thing. I don't know what that could be. Maybe it's just another huge stat buff. But this unit is fairly good. He removes ignites, makes so you don't get ignites. He increases all stats. What was his passive again? 1 second. It is immune to all stats. Applies a blessing of light to the heroes and increases all the hero stats by 15%, and then it increases it even more later on. So a very, very good unit. But I don't think that's enough. I don't, because you have to kill him at the same time. He can freeze you randomly. He applies ignites. He infects you. There's just a lot of RNG, especially on floor 2, which I have not even gotten to. But Marilli, Speedy, Nagato, they've all said that is absolutely horrible. Let me pull up Nagato's Twitter. I just typed in Twitter searching for Nagato, and I'll show you his tweets on it. Right here, so that way I do have proof that someone who's actually beaten it. As said, it's absolutely insane RNG. Floor 2 is 10,000 times harder than floor 3. If you can beat floor 2, you can beat floor 3. So yeah, and also it is the exact same team as the live stream, if you are curious. 66 Liz, Trader Melly, Diane, and the Freyer guy. But in 6 months or 3 months, they are going to nerf this man to the ground, the wolves, and they're gonna drop an absolutely must summon unit. So if you guys are thinking of summoning on this guy, I say just go 1/6 and that's it. I don't think the 1 is good enough. His ultimate is really bad because he doesn't get the insane buff to all of your allies. Okay, it's not just the 1. Like the 1 gets, I think, 18% all stats once he's at immunity. But he doesn't give it to his allies, which is what I think is the main key here. And then Liz, she has the revive for 2 turns at 6 out of 6 for 2 turns, 4 out of 6 out 1 turn at 4 out of 6. Netmarble are fucking geniuses. They know how to design a game. You think they're stupid, but they genuinely are not. They know exactly what they're doing every single time. Like this melee banner, obviously you were meant to. Oh wait, is it even here anymore? It's not. Okay, actually it is here. This melee banner was designed for you to skip it. Anyone who summoned was genuinely just down bad for CC. That was literally it. And a YouTuber, because Nagato and them had to showcase him. I showcased him. He was shit. Don't summon. He's not worth it. Maybe he'll get a relic and it'll be usable, but I don't know. The Brunhild is actually pretty good, but definitely not worth, in my opinion. You have to go first, so you're gonna have to want a 6/6 or max out her cosmetics, all that shenanigans. And if you don't out CC with Ludo, then she's a lost cause. Like, she does no damage unless you out CC with Ludo and you remove the basic stats. There's a new Diane leaked. I'm going to be absolutely disappointed if the skills for her that were leaked are real. I'm not gonna say what they are, but I hope they aren't real. It's so dumb that they're wasting another Diane with horrible cards. Halloween Diane was a mistake. That is the only Diane I think that should have never been made. And that's all I go from that. But they're adding in skip units, so that way you're like, okay, I have a lot of gems saved up. And then, end of the month for July is going to be a fest unit. Either the very last week of July, because if you go to game news on this, you just scroll here, and where was it? That's no, I gotta do it 2021. Right here. Can you guys see it on my OBS? Yeah, right here. This is Ludosia. I don't think we'll get a Cusack or anything like that, like right back to back. I don't think they'll do that. It might switch the banners. Maybe put Cusack where Mono is. Or not actually Cusack, obviously, like another festival. Or who knows, maybe we'll only have one, which I would be fine with. But yeah, we're getting another fest unit. And then, 1 month after that, is probably when we're going to be getting the next Ragnarok units, which is when we'll probably get the one that destroys this beast. Because if we go to so here's Scotty and Lot. Scotty was actually a pretty good unit for Deer. I beat floor 2 with her when she first dropped. But then exactly 2 months later, Jormungandr released. Wait 2 months. Do not summon on this unit. The demon relics are going to be very good. They're going to be very tempting, and that's what they want you to do. They want you to buy those packs, and then they're like, oh, nobody's buying the packs, so they make the packs cheaper. They drop the better unit. They are smart. They know what they're doing. They definitely need to like up the content and whatnot, but in terms of how they're releasing banners and stuff, I think it is actually pretty smart, in my opinion. Just like because we were 2 weeks behind in global, they dropped Queen Diane. She was good. I thought she was good. Everybody else hated on her. That you're all bad at the game. Okay, next point. Then, like, okay, so she dropped. She would leave around February or March, and then Jormungandr. So then 2 weeks, everybody sent all their gems on Jormungandr. JP got Tarmiel as soon as we got Jormungandr. So therefore, Diane was gone at that point, and Tarmiel became Diane's best friend. They are playing this smart. They did it horrible in terms of business standards for when they did Excalibur Arthur and then Purgatory Bond, because they even extended Arthur's banner an extra week. That way you could summon for Excalibur Arthur and Purgatory Bond. I think that was mainly for free-to-plays. I think that was for the free-to-play homies trying to like survive in Champions. I genuinely do. I think a lot of people agree. They also put out the Skip collab. All of these units are bad. The only one that is acceptably decent was 11 and Jim. The other two were complete garbage. Jim was just a decent support unit. Never really saw him after that, though, unfortunately. And 11 was a fun DPS, I guess. I hated her. She was boring to me. Like, I genuinely think that they are playing this very smart. Like, Skip. Oh, where's the melee? The melee isn't even on here. Huh. Maybe they were just like, oh, screw that unit, he doesn't exist. But yeah, like I think they're playing this so much smarter. They're gonna make the beast extremely easier. Sorry for this rant video. I just thought it would be a fairly interesting video because I haven't seen anybody else do a video on this, and I think Netmarble is actually very competent. They know what they're doing. They know how to give just enough rewards. They know how to make it just miserable enough to where you're going to want to summon for the better unit. Or if you guys are thinking about the demons, like, oh, it's so stupid, they made it all these resources, they're going to make it easier. They're going to increase the drops for these. Don't know when. Could definitely be like a year from now. They're going to add food for the OG demons like they did Belmos. They're going to drop another unit for the OG demon that makes it even easier, I could only assume, just like how they did for Belmos. They dropped Thonar. They have Zaneri as well, a cleanse unit. I wish they would drop another cleanse unit because she's a very limited unit. But hey, that's how they get you to summon on those old banners. Because another team I've seen going around for this new creature to beat floor 1, maybe floor 2 is the Valenti Patience team. Green Valenti isn't reran that often, so, you know, if you don't have her somehow, unlucky. It's always that terrible blue Valenti. I hate that unit to the ends of the earth. But yeah, I think Netmarble is very smart. Let me know down below what you guys think. Do you guys agree? Do you think guys just think they're idiots in terms of business standards? Business, like thinking as a business. I think they're smart because you're gonna summon on every fest banner. It's almost impossible. 99% of players, okay, not 99, like 80% of players are all gonna summon on the fest banner, no matter what it is, because they're all usually really, really good. But not many people are gonna summon on these skip banners unless they're like this. They're designed for the new beast, and that's what I think that Ragnarok is. It's literally just a very hard boss, and they make all the units for these events. Scotty's fairly decent in PvP. Sigurd actually a really fun unit in PvP, probably an S tier unit now with his relic, and if you run with a Ludo team, he's actually a really good PvP unit. Brunhild as well, but she's not considered a Ragnarok unit. I guess you could. But yeah, in my opinion, I think they're doing this very smart in terms of business standards. Let me know down below what you guys think. Hope you guys have an absolutely amazing day. Take care and peace out.